Alright, welcome back to the channel. Last time we just had our second season finale, and now we are on the second anniversary show. We are making pretty decent money. We got 1,455 that we made, and that brought us up to 2,601. If you would like to play from this point on, you can go check the Patreon. It is $5 for um it is $5 for you to play from the save onward, and you get your name mentioned in the video, um, or at the beginning and end of the video, showing my appreciation of you. Um, but yeah, we are on the night of the show. There's not really much to go over. Let's go over our champion. So Taz has recently defeated Simon Diamond, um, and that recently brought our prestige up to 33. So far he has not defended it, but he has held the title for 28 days. That being when he won the championship. Um, yeah, so I would say that we're doing pretty good. We have a face champion, and that will lead to some heel feuds. I don't know what I'm doing with that yet. I will figure that out when I am booking the actual show. Um, Last time we had went up to tiny size. We are at 18. We've got 7 in the Great Lakes, 7 in Southeast, 7 in the Tri-State. And yeah, let's check out popularity too. Um, He's at 28 in Tri-State. He's at 18 here. He's at 39 here. Did he lose any? He did not. He actually gained. That's surprising. Rey Mysterio's at 17. Jericho, who's in the match, is at 15. Um, and we recently debuted Los Villanos de America, who are a part of the Villano family. In the game only, there is no Villano 6 and 7, in real life, which is okay. That means we'll probably get an 8 later on. Um, and we're looking into a tag team division. We have the Blood Brothers with with Brother Ray and Brother Devon. We have Billy Kidman and Rey Mysterio, who I think are probably going to end up getting an actual team name, and we're probably going to focus them more on the tag division. Los Villanos de America, like I mentioned before, and we have the Gangstas. So those are some good teams we got right now. We're gonna try to work towards getting more teams focused in on. Um, but yeah, let's go to the show right now. We are doing really well. All right. No one's getting the night off. We are staying in the North Carroll High School. We might have to go up at some point. Where's the next one we could go to? Okay, I'm starting to think that there's nothing in the Mid-Atlantic that's dang. Okay. Um We might do generic venues for a while. I think that's probably where our next game plan is after North Carroll Street, because we don't have enough room to go from 200 to 5 to 700. That is a $500 jump. For actually, let me check that for somewhere that has less than 3 importance, or 3 less importance. And we go here and spin creative energy. Yeah, we have 2 stored. I'm not keeping that one. I probably said I was gonna use it, but didn't. That's fine. Let's do a creative finish and a character idea. Okay, awesome. And we're gonna go see who we can use that on. Team bonding. I want to do that. Cool. All our major stars are bonding with each other, and that's cool. And let's see who has low momentum that we want to have higher momentum. Uh, we're gonna do max cooled. So yeah, I think Billy Kidman could use it. That would definitely work for him, and that brings him to war momentum, and that Helps his morale a little, actually. So we will continue on from there. I don't 100% know what the match card is right now, but that's okay. Let's go over what happened before we get into that. Yeah, so at Falling Apart, when we started this actual build to Dreamscape, Ray challenged Viano6 to a Lucha Libre rules match, which is basically 2 out of 3 falls. Just incredible, and Viano6 defeated Billy Kidman and Kid Cash. Helms attacks Incredible once hardcore match at Dreamscape 2. The Gangsters defeated Ricky Blues because Ricky Blues is kind of getting booted out of the company, to say the least. And Chris Jericho went to a double DQ with Taz, leading to both of them having a match at Dreamscape at the same time, which is fun. Um, Road to Dreamscape 2. Chris Jericho defeated Kid Cash. Rey Mysterio and Shane Helms defeated Just Incredible and Viano 6. And main event contract signing. Everything else is pretty much self-explanatory. We had 2 pre-show matches. Kid Cash getting his momentum up, defeating Ricky Blues. Viano 7 defeating Matt Hardy. Viano 6 defeating Rey Mysterio Jr. due to interference from Viano 7 debuting officially. Kidman saves Mysterio from beatdown because of that, leading to that becoming a tag feud. The Blood Brothers defeated the Gangstas, and the Blood Brothers made a promo saying, "Don't underestimate us. We're coming." Shane Helms defeated Just Incredible in a hardcore match, and in our main event, Taz defeated Simon Diamond and Chris Jericho to win the Haymakers Men's Championship, and he raised it as he went down the aisle. That was our best attendance show ever. Like, we went from, let's go to the very beginning. We went from 44 people to 58, went to the 80s, and then we sold out in Cold Blood, which was February of last year. And then, well, I think Dreamscape. Yeah, no, Dreamscape was the best at that point. No, it was second best, which is fine. Then we went like just gradually up as we gained more popularity, and we might potentially sell out this show, and we'll have to start using a generic venue, which is fine. That is something I am cool with, and so yeah, we will continue on from there, and y'all will see the full card. Yeah. All right, and we are back. We have used everybody. Everybody is in use for this show. I'm gonna run down the card a little bit. Jericho starts us off with a promo. Before that, we have a rematch between Bob Murphy and Chief J Eagle and a local guy versus Ricky Blues. And so after Jericho's promo, we have Chris Jericho versus Kid Cash, and we have some post-match scenes after that. We're trying a new tag team between Shane Helms and Matt Hardy because they're good friends. Not just in the game, but in real life. They will be facing off against the Gangstas. The Gangstas will cut a promo afterward. And then to finish off the night, we have a 6-man tag team match. Where it doesn't really matter who the victor is. Simon Diamond's still going to challenge him to a men's championship match, and I think this is the second time I've main evented one of these shows with a 6-man tag, which is pretty cool. Rey Mysterio was in the last one, Bill Kidman was in the last one, and Simon Diamond was in the last one. So that's pretty neat. It's just this time it's 2 stories in one. So that's fun. So we're gonna start off with pre-show. I wanted to see how Hack Myers was. He's about as on the level of Ricky Blues, and he's $40. Which, how much is Ricky? Ricky's 40, and he got 24, but he's rusty. So like, if we keep putting him in matches, we might be able to just whittle that rust off of him. Yeah, so also on the pre-show, I put Bob Murphy in a match because he was pissed that he wasn't on Dreamscape. Um, but he lost to Chief J Eagle, trying to bring his momentum up, keep them on the same momentum, which is fine. It was a mayhem match, so that way we could get our three, different, whatever you call it. And we kick off the show with a Chris Jericho promo, a 46 at that. Freaking amazing. He had them in his hand the entire time. We're gonna see him. I meant to write this. I did not write it. It's fine. Jericho talks about how he's not going to get an opportunity for the, Haymakers Men's Championship for a while, so he's going to um work his way back up the card, and he will start that off against Kid Cash, where Kid Cash defeats Chris Jericho with a moneymaker. Um, and the match was revolved around a lot of high spots. And Jericho versus Kid Cash started with this segment. Um, yeah, so we did pretty well with that. And after the match, Jericho is furious about his loss. Credible comes out to attack Cash. Credible pledges his loyalty to Jericho, hoping he can be crafted into a great wrestler. We're trying with the Jerichoholics again. We're gonna try. Um, so we're starting that off with putting Credible and Jericho together, which will be a fun little duo at the very least. But he will be in the storyline with Jericho and Kid Cash, which will be the uh I guess final match whenever they finish their stuff. Anyways, um okay, can't do that tag team. That's fine. Um So, in a match that had subpar wrestling, the Gangstas defeated Shane Helms and Matt Hardy when New Jack pinned Shane Helms. Dang. Matt Hardy was a weak link. We'll work at him. Maybe we'll bring Jeff and they'll do better. Um, Matt Hardy was also rusty, so we're going to keep putting him in matches. So, yeah, this was to give the Gangstas a win and to try out a new tag team, which it's fine that they didn't work. We'll still put them in a stable. Probably call like Omega or something because that was the group. Anyways, Gangsters cut a promo against Blood Brothers. That this is not over, and they will see, and this is not the last they will see of them. The Blood Brothers come out and challenge them to a hardcore tag match at Destiny 1994, and we will see where that leads. Maybe if this goes where I want it, that'll be the start to the Haymakers Men's Tag Team Championship tournament. I don't know. We will see. I want to see how many teams I can get. And in our main event, we have a 50 where Taz, Billy Kidman, and Rey Mysterio defeated Simon Diamond and Los Villanos de America when Taz pinned Villano 7 with a T-bone taxplex. Match was designed to tell a specific story. Rey Mysterio got a 62. Simon Diamond got a 56. Taz got a 37, along with Billy Kidman. Villano 7 was the weak link, which is fine. We're working on them. So, yeah, we'll continue on from there. Simon Diamond challenges Taz to a match of Destiny. We already went over that. That's happening anyway. So we're going to go to Destiny right here. Yeah, I forgot to put in the Blood Brothers versus, what you call them. But we will go ahead and do that too. Oh, shoot, that's right. Haymakers, Men's. Blood Brothers, Gangstas. Let's see if we can find 2v2 hardcore. Cool, that's what we want. This will very much be the mayhem match of the night. And there's 2 matches pre-booked for the end of the episode. And yeah, we will finish off the show and we increase our popularity in one region. We got a 45. Address the locker room. I think it is fair to say Simon and Ray deserved that compliment on their performance. Simon Diamond is pleased with my speech. Rey Mysterio is pleased. Um, we only lost 645 from this show. And we made 1,200 in ticket sales. Um, which is good. Which is good. We covered most of that. Um, most of the workers. We didn't cover show cost or marketing, which is also fine. Um, yeah, we went up to a 19. We're gradually going up. I think we're probably going to get to a point where we want to do 2 shows a year or 2 shows a month. Um, which I will definitely start trying to do. Maybe not this episode, maybe next episode. Um, yeah. So we will check this right here. He joined Wing under the name Mongo Vile. Yeah, we kind of expected that. Um, End of the year awards. Yeah, we went over that. We placed second out of 4 in the regional battles. I'm gonna go check that actually because I don't know who else is in my region. Y'all probably see it already, but I'm looking for it. Battles. Okay, so in the Mid Atlantic, where are we? Dang, we only. Dang. Okay, that got us the second. Okay, well, um, I kind of want to see. So that just cost us 500, right? And we can keep making sponsorship money. You know what? I'm gonna continue to the end of this month. And we're gonna figure that out. I want to see who else debuted. Anybody we know? Dragon Kid. Ooh. Ooh. Shortlist him. I have high hopes for him. Uh, where is he from? That's fine. Immediate hire. Immediate freaking hire. So yeah, D'Lo Brown's gonna be on the roster by the end of the month, hopefully. Um, let's see, C.W. Anderson. Uh, Jeff hasn't debuted yet, right? Jeff Hardy? No. Okay, when does he debut in the game? Give it a second. Because he's kind of what I wanted. One of the people I'm on the basis around. So he debuts around March. So we'll have somebody else or another team in the tag division by March. Um, yeah, I think we're doing decent. I don't know why I checked coverage. Who was it I wanted to? No, it's not them. Home Team Sports. No, who was it I wanted to? Syndication? I mean, we're already there. All we would need to do is, um, okay. So all we need to do is bring those up, which I got to see how much that cost. I think that's public too, which is fine. Yeesh. 500 per night. Yeah. We're not getting there at any point. I'd had to run the math on that, but we're not getting there at any point this episode or soon. Um, we have room to get up to small, but honestly, it's that's just how I'm feeling right now about that. Just like, I don't know about that. Um, but yeah, we will go on from here and go on to attitude adjustment. Real quick, we're gonna change this to the third anniversary show. So yeah, we will see y'all at attitude adjustment. Or when D'Lo gets hired, I'll see y'all there. Feel like it is just the next day. Yeah, it's a few days later. Christopher Daniels has an offer from. Why haven't I hired him yet? Okay, you know what? You know what? I'll wait till his deal's over because I'm not fighting over him. D'Lo Brown. How are we in terms of heels base divide? I think we just lost 2 heels. Nope. Okay. One. Okay, so that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's 8 to 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, so I think that you are gonna come in as a heel. Yeah. Other than that, Kaz Hayashi's injured. Sorry, buddy. Yeah. So let's continue on. We'll be at attitude adjustment in no time, or at least the end of the month. And we are at the end of the month. Let's see. We finished last. Jesus. Okay. Um, I don't know who I'm competing with, which is weird. Cause let's go Mid Atlantic. Nope. Let's go Tiny, and then we need to find. There's a location. Location. Mid Atlantic. U.S. So Tri-State, Mid Atlantic. Okay, so yeesh. Okay. So we'll work on that. Um, they changed their stuff. Rusty Fox is leaving NWO. Um, oh, Rusty Thomas. Okay, cool. Good for her. Um, yeah, I mean, maybe when we can afford her, we'll bring her in. Mongavile left wing. Bonnie Blackstone. Good for her. Good for Dragon Kid. Christopher Daniels. Good for him. Kent Cole. Haha. Haha. You got injured. Haha. That's what you get for signing an exclusive contract, Kent. All right. We're gonna put him on the higher list. I'm not gonna skip in between the end of the month and to the main show, just because I like to talk. Yeah, I'm gonna go check. There's still Eastern Championship Wrestling. When do they become Extreme Championship Wrestling? I don't know. Could we put D'Lo with the Gangstas? I don't know. Oh dang. I think we could fit. You know what? Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and set that up. We're going to have a new Sorry, checking my phone. A new monthly show. We're gonna call it Haymakers House show. We're gonna number it, and it's gonna be about an hour. Um, every month. I'm gonna call it the exact same date, and we're gonna do it on the 19th. Well, wait. So let's. So we are currently on the first. We have a show. Let's do it here on the 17th because I think that's a good date because we're on the 3rd and 17th. That's before Simon has a show, and we can make that work and we can edit it every month. And we'll do 2 shows this month, and we'll do two shows next month, and we'll just do this repeatedly, so that way we can keep bringing our size up, we keep bringing our merchandise up, sponsorship keeps going up. You get it. Shoot, I forgot to use a creative idea. That's fine. We'll use it tonight. Yeah. So I thought about doing the live show while, um, conjuring up what I was doing this week, because I didn't know what I wanted to do. Um, but hold on, what? Okay, sorry, I'm in a theater show, figuring out what's going on. Yeah, I wanted to do a second show, and I decided that doing house shows instead of doing like the monthly pay per view or the bi weekly pay per view idea kind of wouldn't work. I don't want to name that many shows in a year because I already have shows that I want to name and that I want to move around and all that good stuff. Because like I have one for September that I might do this in game year. And it's going to be not a tournament, Royal Rumble esque thing. I have a name for it. I don't have a logo for it, but I'm gonna start working on logos maybe this week. That's what I'm thinking. Who's Torberg? When did you debut? I gotta know. You oh, you're a real person, I think. You a wrestler? Oh no. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, attitude adjustment is tonight, and we're gonna look through it all. Nobody's getting the night off. We will keep going to the North Carroll High School because of our lack of attendance. Well, not lack of attendance, but it being down 10%. We're gonna do a character idea. Safe bet for Viano 6. That's good for him. We'll do another one. We'll do another one. Safe bet for Chris Jericho. Chris Jericho could use it. Um Jesus Christ. Okay. You get another stern warning. Viano 6 was brought before wrestler's court, accused of being an hour late to pick up his travel partner. The judge found him guilty and sentenced him to pay his traveler partner's meals for the next 3 shows. Oh boy, that sucks. Viano 7. Oh lord, he failed to pick up his share of the tab on the shared rental car. Found him guilty and sentenced him to pay the full cost and reimburse his travel partners. Dang. Just Incredible and Kid Cash. They've been hanging out a lot recently. We'll probably do that match tonight. Matt Hardy and Mustafa Saeed apparently butted heads backstage and are both furious with the other. Okay, we're gonna meddle them because I don't want to keep doing team bonding. Okay, so we're gonna go. look for Viano 6, bump up his momentum. He's been having a lot of momentum, so he's at 16 right now, which he debuted in March. And so he went from 2 to 16 in a few months. So we're going to give him a creative idea, deploy it, success. Awesome. Now we got to go to Chris Jericho, and we're going to do the same thing with him. Bring his momentum back up. Red hot. Okay, awesome. And I will be right back with the rest of the show. I'll see y'all there. Alright, and the card has been finished. We will continue on from where we left off. Or kinda, I don't know why I said it like that. Alright, we're gonna start this off with a rematch from last month where Chief J Eagle defeats Bob Murphy again with a random Mayhamic match. Nothing to really go over here. They're just wrestling just to put them on the card. Alright, and this match went freaking terribly. Jesus Christ. Okay, not the best match for D'Lo. We're gonna try to put him in a match again next month to see how good he is. It doesn't say he's rusty, but they don't click. He's young, so I don't expect a lot from him at this point. But like, this is just how I'm feeling at the moment. Yeah. So Chris Jericho and Just Incredible defeat Kid Cash and Ricky Blues. So yeah, that's pretty much it. There's not really much to go over. Kid Cash got a 40, Jericho got a 48, and yeah, we'll continue on. Blood Brothers and Gangstas shouting insults at each other in hopes of scaring the opposition, or the opposing team, whatever. And we move on from there to a tag team match between Billy Kidman, Rey Mysterio against Los Villanos de America, where Billy Kidman defeated Villano 7 with a shooting star press. This was honestly just to kind of continue the feud. It has been going well, and Rey Mysterio, I feel like, has been helping everybody get better over time. But yeah, that's pretty much it. There's not really much segment after this. But yeah, Simon Diamond sets up an open challenge. Shane Helms answers the former men's champion's call. And Simon Diamond defeated Shane Helms with a Simonizer. In the main event of the show. And we continue on with a call out from Taz to Simon, or kind of a, I don't remember what this was called actually. Hold on. Yeah, Taz promo on Simon Diamond. I don't remember what it was that I wanted him to say, but it's just him talking junk pretty much. And the show increased in one region. I wonder what region that was. We'll do Simon and Ray. No, we just did Ray last month. Let's do Chris. Pleased with my speech, happy with my speech. Okay. We didn't make as much, but that's kind of to be expected with what was with what had transpired. But yeah, we continue on from there. All right, come on, load. So after this, next time y'all will see me, and we need a heal. Thank you. Next time y'all will see everything. We will be at House Show 1. Should probably, just so that way it looks a little bit better. Let's see, how does that look? No, it doesn't look much better. Let's just, yeah, House Show 1. Or we can numeral it. Yeah. Okay, we will be at House Show 1, which will be our new monthly event to just boost shows. That's pretty much it. And then we'll hopefully be able to make more sponsorship money because we're building up more and more. though we are doing pretty well. I will see y'all at that show. And we are back to the day of the show. I do some editing around with the house show. I'm gonna move it back to normal. I set it to lesser originally, but yeah. So I decided that or no, I didn't decide. I accidentally did the same thing that we did last time, and I have to do a voiceover. So with this clip and the next one, being before I realized that I was muted, just you just got to deal with it till we get to it. And I'm sorry that I keep messing up like this. I had left to go do some theater stuff, and then I came back and um recorded the rest of this. I forgot to bring my mic back up. But anyways, so I'm looking at right now the prices per show for workers before I decide to ultimately do the house show, which I do, because like it'll pretty much just be twice that if I use everybody, which is what I've consistently been doing and what I've consistently tried to do, so that way everybody gets work and everybody's doing something and continuing to get better, because that's what we need to do at this point. Yeah, so I decided to go against using the North Carroll High School and use a generic venue, so that way we can build up our um audience. And yeah, not really a lot to talk about here. We're doing, yeah, Christopher Daniels already helping us out with the creative finish. Just praying right now, praying for Matt Hardy to convince his brother to join wrestling. Bubba's causing issues, which is kind of a normal thing at this point. Like I really don't know what to do about that. Um, because I think he caused issues on the next show, or it was the one before this. I don't remember. Um, Chief J Eagle organized and then won a video game tournament, bringing up the morale. Devon created a silly game, kind of doing the same thing basically, just without the video games. What video games were popular in the early '90s? I don't know. Viano 6 also causes issues, but because he's gloomy. I don't know. What games were people playing in 1994? Was Doom out in 1994? Like I know it's not real. It wasn't like super popular. Um. Oh yeah, we do team building there. Which is weird because we're doing it with stars and major stars there, and then when I did it the next night, it was only um Simon Diamond and me, or my player character, which is weird. Um, I don't know. I think after this thing's done recording, I'm gonna list off some games while we're looking at everything, because like I'm really curious now. I don't know. Actually, you know what? While we're sitting here thinking about doing Simon Diamond's character uh idea, I'm gonna go look this up. Video games 1994. Donkey Kong Country, Doom 2, Super Metroid, Final Fantasy 6, Earthbound, okay, and Sonic and Knuckles. Not really anything you could play though. Like play Street Fighter. Yeah, I'm just trying to think, like not really anything you could play against anybody, but Street Fighter and Tekken were out around that time. My bad. But yeah, we will stop right here to let it go through the transition. I will see y'all when it is booked. Okay, and we were at the show. We have Matt Hardy and Bob Murphy to start us off. Christopher Daniels versus I don't remember who now. Yeah, we're defending the title in the main event. That's what I was talking about there. I know because I was looking at when the last defense was. Matt Hardy defeated Bob Murphy with a twist of fate in 6 minutes. Um, Not really much to go home about. Matt Hardy did 28, which surprised me at the time. I don't know if he did better going on, but In our next match, we had Christopher Daniels versus Chief J Eagle, just to see how Christopher Daniels does. He's got a 24. He'll get better. Like, I know it's Christopher freaking Daniels, and that's kind of what I've been holding out hope for every single person here. Which I mean is fine. But yeah, so we go on with our 8-man all-star tag match. Where Kid Cash, Shane Helms, and the Blood Brothers defeat Chris Jericho, Just Incredible, and the Gangstas when Shane Helms pins Just Incredible. And I realized this when I was looking at this that is a continuity error, that they should not be in the ring with one another, and that is my fault. I will learn from my mistakes and actually pay attention to the series. Um, I'm kidding. I do pay attention to the series, and this was when I realized that Chris Jericho had a legendary gimmick. Um, Yeah, because he had a legendary gimmick, and I was like really curious and just like who else had legendary gimmicks, because I didn't actually pay attention to what the ratings were for the gimmicks, which I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised I didn't. So yeah, we go to great because that's the step below legendary. Billy Kidman had great. Bob Murphy had legendary somehow. Brother Ray had great. Jericho had great. Or no, legendary. Just Incredible had great. Mysterio and Diamond, and I think Viano 6 had legendary. I don't know. You see it all there. Anyways, Rey Mysterio versus Viano 7 in a match that was designed around high spots, which got a 57, and we're trying to keep building and building up Viano 7, even though right now he can only wrestle in 6-minute matches. And Mysterio wants a Lucha Rules match at Destiny in a tag team match, which was the same match that Mysterio Jr. and Viano 6 faced off against back in December um, at Dreamscape, which is fun, and it's a pretty good callback, in my opinion. But yeah, we set that up, and we kind of debate a little bit on whether we should make this a tag tournament thing. Which I don't know. We might have to see. Because I don't know if it could be a tag tournament thing or not. I wish I had some sort of powers, like, I don't know, being the one who made the video. Okay, we did the tag tournament. No, you'll see it. Um, but it's only 4 teams, so it's not like something huge. Anyway, so we continue on. I wanted to see how D'Lo did, and he had a 17. We're gonna keep building up D'Lo, just hope for the best, because 17's not a good start, but Ricky Blues kind of carried him, which is surprising because it's Ricky Blues. Viano 6 answers Taz's open challenge. Um, for the men's championship. Oh, he just had a great gimmick, and he speaks English, um, passable English, but somehow Viano 7 speaks fluent English. Could have fooled me. But now we're going to Taz versus Viano 7 or 6. He had a 31. Taz had a 36. In a pretty decent match. And after this match, we get to a promo from Simon Diamond, which y'all probably saw from the booking screen. And if it'll go there, okay. no, Taz. He has very good momentum. I don't know what I was looking at for him. I cut around a lot. So it's not really scripted. It's just kind of the same promo Taz cut on Diamond just to hype up their match. And we grew in one region. What region was that? What are you, cop? Um. Anyways, we give praise to Rey Mysterio Jr. and Chris Jericho. Um. No injury report. We lost like 600 for that, and then we didn't go up to one, or didn't go up to 21. Um. Which is fine. I don't know what else I did here. I don't know, but it's fine. It's fine that I don't know right now off the top of my head. Yeah. Oh, Medusa. I forgot about her. I think she's a Wonder Blaze. Um, so we checked that. Taz doesn't like Brother Ray. Whatever. So I check events and yeah, Destiny. We're gonna move. Oh, I don't know if I've mentioned this. We're moving everything back. So like actual events that are named, like Destiny, All Star, Attitude Adjustment, which won't be a regular one, but it's an event. They're all gonna be moved back 2 weeks, so that way we can do the house shows earlier and monthly. Which luckily it wasn't that hard to change the shows back, and I do it here just to do it because I like the shows being Oh no, I think I did it off screen. I could be wrong, but moving them back was not an issue. Um, it was more like I just kind of wanted to have them in that spot, like or later in the month, so that way they're not all stuck in the beginning. Which I only did that because I wanted to get earliest wrestling show I could at the time, which is fine. Um, and we have Haymakers Heavy Duty set up for April, which awesome. That will be the show after Destiny, which will be the very last show of this episode, and I don't know what matches it'll have yet. We'll get there when we get there. Yeah, just checking everything. I don't know what all I'm checking, but we're about to head off to Haymaker's House Show 2, but they'll all be numeraled instead of just numbered. Because I tried to mess with it to where it had like the hashtag, but it don't matter. Anyways, voiceover J out. Bye y'all. Well, I was muted apparently, so whatever voiceover J said, yeah, good for him. Anyways, um, it's Ryuk located to Kanto. How did we get last again? Okay, I need to figure out who we're actually competing with because I don't know who I'm competing with. Is it just anyone my size? Because is NWL my size? Actually, wait a minute. I know how to check this. View rivals. It's MEWF and NWL, but it's out of 4. I don't know. I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about it. We're gonna continue to grow our size and hope for the best, because this needs to go up significantly before anything else does. And with that going up, we need to make more money, and because we're at 5,000 right now. And I wonder if we could fit in. So 250. That'll bring us under 1,000 a month. And I don't want to go any lower than. I don't really want to go much lower than that, but honestly, we could probably use it. Um. Oh, never mind. That's why I didn't do it. No, I'm not doing another 750 a month. Anyways, house show 2. Y'all are gonna see me do the creative stuff, and then I'm gonna book everything. Um. 210. Select a generic venue. Creative idea. Uh. uh Character idea. Can I get it for like just in general? Okay. So the Taz one we're not doing because it's a bit of a gamble. We have 2 safe bets for somebody who doesn't need it and somebody who doesn't need it. Character idea. Or no, I don't know why I said character idea. Chris Jericho helped create a great atmosphere backstage when he pulled a great rib on the entire locker room that had everyone laughing afterward. Cool. Team bonding. Cool. It seems like people are starting to go down in terms of their importance. So like Mustafa Saeed, he's now down to well known. And then we can do this, and he is still at hot momentum. It sucks that his gimmick's awful though, and that his is poor. Where are you at? 41. Jesus Christ. That's insane. I don't know how he keeps going up. And he has to requested for like more money. Cause like, how much does it say you're worth now? Only 40? Really? That's surprising. Okay. House Show 2, this is the go home to Destiny. And I will see y'all when this is fully booked. And then we'll go probably straight to Destiny. And we are back to House Show 2. The entire thing is set up. We have an announcement tonight, and y'all will see that very, very, very shortly. So Shane Helms defeated Chief Jay Eagle in the pre-show, just to keep his momentum going because he deserves to have his momentum going. He's such a good wrestler. And then we have our announcement. Bob Murphy announces men's tag title tournament, and this will lead to a six-man award. 6-man tag match, or no, 8-man tag match between everybody in the tournament, and I will show y'all the tournament really quickly. It's a short little tournament. Billy Kidman and Rey Mysterio versus Los Villanos de America. The Gangsters against the Blood Brothers. Actually, before we move on, I want to change a name. Because I thought of this name a while ago, but I wanted to wait till I had another member. They're gonna be known as the Hooligans. I think it's a cool name, so I figure why not? They'll be our mainstay tag team. Um, yeah, so Los Villanos and the Gangsters defeated the Hooligans and the Blood Brothers when Villano 6 submitted Brother Ray. Jesus Christ. Um, in terms of in-ring work, Rey Mysterio was head and shoulders above everybody else. I can tell. That's why he's out of 44. Um, yeah, it went really well. The crowd's white hot right now. Um, So we continue on to a random match, and he got broken ribs. Okay. Uh, and I'm supposed to hire your brother. Hire your brother. It's fine. It's fine. We'll figure out how that works in terms of everything. So we have a contract signing between Bob Murphy and Simon Diamond. Um, or no, Simon Diamond and Taz for their match at Destiny 1994. And then we have our main event, which is Kid Cash defeating Just Incredible with a moneymaker in a match that was designed to be chaotic. And then they cut promos on each other, but Kid Cash wants Jericho in a match at Destiny. Jericho has no choice but to accept because he has no match at Destiny. Um, yeah, so we're gonna go Chris Jericho and Kid Cash. And I think that's pretty much it. Yeah. So everything is set up and ready for Destiny. With this show, we got a 38, had a wide selection of angles, which made the show benefit. Um, and so we're gonna do this. I'm gonna say Rey Mysterio, he's always doing good, and we're gonna do Kid Cash because he's the one who actually had a match tonight. He was pleased with my speech. He was pleased. It can be worked through. We'll hire his brother. And we went up to 21 with that, which is awesome. And if we give it a second, we're gonna find Jeff Hardy because I meant to hire him. Um, yeah. So what's up? Matt Hardy's injured. I know. Okay. Excuse me. Actually, I can just go here. Um. Oh, the Blue Meanie. That's interesting. Yeah. Jeff Hardy's an excellent idea. I'm aware. Okay. So y'all two are on my roster. Um, the Blue Meanie debuted. He's an option. He's an option. I don't see anybody else. Mike Tenay. I think he was a play-by-play. Was he a good? Oh Lord. Okay, just stay on the short list. Pretty good play-by-play. Not gonna lie. Um, yeah. So we've seen everybody there. We will be moving on to Destiny 1994. I guess you call it Destiny 2, but I'm not going to number it. Um, yeah. So yeah, we will be moving on from here to the next show. I will see y'all. Um, I guess just when we get to it. All right, we are at Destiny 1994. If y'all would prefer that I start from the office screen, y'all can let me know. I'm just doing it this time to just mess around with some stuff. Or select a generic venue. And then we have 119. So I'm going to spend it all on creative finishes. Which is probably what I should have been doing to begin with, but it's fine. Okay, no creative finishes for us. Because they both suck. But that's fine. Okay, Viano 7 and Jeff Hardy get along well backstage. Awesome. Oh yeah, hired Jeff Hardy while we were gone. Team bonding just between it's just me and Simon Diamond. That's actually kind of funny. Um yeah, I'm going to book the rest of the show. It should be relatively quick. Like I put in the in between angles and then like the pre-show matches and stuff. But then I'll be back and we will go through the whole thing. I'll see y'all when this is booked. Okay, and we are at the entirety of Destiny. Um Yeesh. Okay, not that many matches next time. Let me just ignore my little funny thing. Does that change anything? I might just get rid of this. Um okay, so that gets rid of that, which is good. No. Okay. I had to start looking into another road agent, which is fine. I expected that at some point. Another referee, at least. But we will kick off the show with the Blood Brothers versus the Gangstas. I'm glad the Blood Brothers didn't win, but this ended the storyline once and for all. Um, and the Gangstas have defeated them in the men's tag team tournament. Y'all might have accidentally seen spoilers, but either way, the Hooligans defeated Los Villanos de America by winning two falls to one, winning the first, and the final fall happening when Rey Mysterio pinned Villano 6 with a Mysterio Rana in a high spots match. So yeah, everybody, it was a good match overall. We're gonna give them a 2-match break before their final. Um, Chris Jericho defeated Kid Cash by submission with a Lion Tamer. Um, yeah, that pretty much cements Jericho's place in this feud. He got a 51. We're still gonna try to keep pushing Kid Cash eventually to have that main event spot. Maybe with Simon Diamond once again. We decided to do a trios match to kind of break up Jericho and the tag match. Um, with a new trio being Omega. I wanted to try out Jeff Hardy, see how good he was. He's doing pretty good. Sadly, Matt Hardy worked through his injury and took a big toll, which is fine. Um, but we continue on from there to the men's tag team tournament final for the men's tag team championships. The Hooligans defeated the Gangstas when Rey Mysterio pinned Mustafa Saeed with a Mysterio Rana. The Hooligans win the tag team championships. Amazing. Probably should have been a little bit shorter so that way there was not a lack of flow in the middle. That was a 43. And the Hooligans finally won gold. And we go to our main event, which is Chris Jericho versus Simon Diamond versus Taz. Taz defeated Simon Diamond in a one-on-one match clean. Yeah, so awesome. The match was designed to tell a specific story. This is Taz's second defense of his championship, and we move on from that to the post-match scenes. Taz raises his title in victory, but Chris Jericho comes out to attack, meaning Jericho is looking for action in the ring and looking for that title. We finished that show with a 52, which I think that's our best show now. Which we keep one upping ourselves, and I think that's really good, but it can also be, I don't want to say damaging in the long run, but I don't know. It's fine. We're gonna do Kid Cash. No. We're gonna do Ray, and we're gonna do Simon. Praise for great performance. Praise for great performance. Happy with the speech. Pleased with my speech. Yeesh. Okay. I think that's fine. We can put Brother Devon in some singles matches, get him more popularity. We lost only 200. So that's neat. We only paid 150. Oh, that's right. I'd gotten rid of the pre-show match. We're still at 21 though, which is fine. She's pretty good. That those basics, consistency, safety, resilience. Yeah, everything there's pretty good for Maria Del Angel. But yeah, that was the show right there. Brother Ray's injured. They went small time. So we are going to stop that here. We're going to look at our champions. Why is he upset? Because he got injured. Yeah. Watch this happen. Look at all our championships. We have Taz as the champion, defending the championship, and we have Billy Kidman and Rey Mysterio Jr., the Hooligans, as our first tag team champions. We got a pretty good set of champions, and we have some we might have some contenders for championship reigns of the year or championship reign of the year. We also got to figure out wrestler of the year. Um, in my personal opinion, yeah. But on that note, I'm gonna leave this here, y'all. I'm not gonna show the end of the month with the money and all that, even though we're still profiting, which is actually kind of surprising. I didn't expect that. And we're making more in sales too, which kind of covers a good bit, or ticket sales too. But yeah, that's pretty much all we can do right now. I'm not gonna skip to the end of the month to show y'all the money. We're still profiting. We're gonna profit at the end of the month. Still gonna make a good bit of money, but I might be looking for another road agent so that way it's not just my character focusing on everything, but we will figure that out by the end of the month. For now, I will see y'all next time. Like, subscribe, check out the Patreon where you can play from the beginning of the year, right from the second anniversary show. But other than that, I will see y'all later. Have a great day.